Divine greetings, entities, energies, lovelies, bodies of light, the seekers and sojourners of truth. 144, chosen of the chosen few. You know who you are. I greet you in the love that lights the truth from my heart to yours. I am Celestial Earth, known as Aquila, in the divine energy essence of it all. Reporting to you live from none other than that fifth dimension, baby. We talking about that 5D. I know I'm putting up 10 fingers because I'm like double the 5D, right? I'm doing 2 meetings back to back all week because we in here. We out here in these spiritual streets, but we in here up in that soul work, doing our soul's repentance. So as usual, I bring you the news to infuse if you so and choose to fuse with that light. Now, I don't know about you, but I in choose. I in choose, which means I choose for real within. But I choose to infuse with the light grid. And you know, if you don't infuse with the light, you got free will to do whatever you want. But when we hit that light grid, you're going to get fried on the grid. So, because there's no, you're not meshing with the light grid. You clashing with it, right? And it's all by choice. We all got a choice, and our choice is our voice. So what you doing? I'm not just talking about what you speaking. The throat chakra is about what you doing, what you being, what you bees about. All right, that expression. How are you being and what are you doing? That's showing up. That's your answer. That shows where you're aligned, right? And ready and willing light bodies. This is the time for the ready and willing light bodies, right? So I know I'm talking real low because it's the wee hours of the night, but I'm ready, y'all. It's time for that galactic meetup. I'm about to get to Atlanta. You see, I got the hair set, ready to go. Ready, set, go. So I'm about to be up in Atlanta soon. On my way, literally after this, getting ready, we gonna be up there. So those who are in Atlanta, link up, especially my galactic people. That's who I'm really talking to. So let me just get right to it. Right, there's a lot of energy going on right now up in these hallways of Amenti that people are calling the 8-8 Lionsgate. I get it. I know that's where people at in the 8th month in the Leo season. So it is attributed to that. I understand. However, when you know what you know, you cannot unknow it. So I say this to be a call. This is a call out. A call to the Sirian Starseeds for the galactic gathering that is to be taking place in this space, in this now moment, in the here and now. Right? So as I've mentioned, this gathering that was put together, by those who know black magic, those who know Rich. Yes, he's been the instrument that has been used, but the galactics have already put this in place. I'm being shown that this is bigger than that. This is what is facilitating it, but it's bigger than that. And this is to really call and gather in those star seeds, those who are coming in, even if they're not physically coming in, those who have been connected even in the Discord, because I too have found some in the Discord. Hey y'all, my Discord family, my Sirian Starseed, those who were answering the call, because everybody ain't ready for these coordinates. I noticed that. You throw it out there and they be playing with it. And they come and they like, yeah, I know I'm this. And look, it's not for everybody. I get it. Right? People are not understanding the seriousness of the energies, but to each his own. It's not my job to be the galactic gathering police. It's not my job to be the halls of Amenti police. I am simply the messenger that is setting the tone and letting us know what's really going on. There are multiple things happening with this gathering, and it's the halls of Amenti that is getting us there. There's no coincidence that this is being held in the middle of it. Matter of fact, like towards the end, because right after this gathering, the last day of us being in the halls of Amenti is on the 12th. You got that one more day, and then that's it. We're on to the next thing. And the halls of Amenti is a preparation. It is a reflection. It is for us to walk through these mirrored halls. And I'm hearing, Michael Jackson, like that song is so true, so real. I'm talking to the man in the mirror. How many of us are reflecting right now, even if you're not in a group doing this, like as we are, like we have a group that is doing an amazing soul work job. Like this, like I said, it's not for everybody. Everybody don't know how to look into their soul in a certain type of way and peel the layers and remove the illusions. This is an activity to remove the illusions off your soul to help you unlock out of your karmic infinite loop. You ain't helping or hurting nobody but you. So whether you're aware of it or not, this whole world is in this atmosphere of the halls of Amenti. The difference is those who choose to be intentional and purposeful, like those of us who are working on it. Some are being intentional without even knowing about it. You're being intuitively guided. Ashe and amen to that. Right? So to speak on that, I forgot. I know, my apologies to those that I said I would give some instructions through this, but this, if you weren't in the group took precedence, right? This is my assignment, and when I'm assigned to an assignment, I put that first. So the group took precedence. Anybody in the group, they got all the information, everything. Sometimes as the downloads are coming fresh off of me, they get it. So everything else has to kind of take a back seat. When I get here, right? So for those who just saw it, you know, I saw some that just got it. It's like, it's never too late. You've probably already been working it, guided intuitively. And for those who want to join in, the next thing, this part that I'm doing, the actual work, I close that off because it's such an accelerated pace. You're going to come in and be like, wait a minute, where are we? This is 7 days worth of work, right? 9 days if you actually count the entire days that we've been meeting, but it's a 7-day process that we're doing within the 9 days. So the next meetup will be on the 888 Lionsgate. Now that is available to all, and this is the call that I'm giving. This is a call that I'm putting out there for those who are truly coming online, hearing the call, hearing something. If you know that something, that this resonates with you, then this is for you. So with that, you give me a call and you send me the coordinates, and I can tell you which group you're in, because we have 2 meditations. I have 3 meditations that day, but 2 online, 1 in person. And the in-person one is the one I'm really talking about right now. This gathering is to be in this space. There's a reason why this space was chosen, right? Not just because Rich is in Atlanta. This is why he was the vessel that was used. He was the most optimal vessel to be used to do this through our galactic beings and those who are preparing this galactic gathering right now, that have gone before us and already set the tone. So the spot is used for a particular reason. More likely, from what I'm being shown, there is some type of ley line or energy center within the earth that is potent right there for whatever reason. And so this gathering is helping to bring all those there, right? So with that said, it's calling forth not just people who are going into the building, and I want to be clear, because not everybody is going into the building. Some are just going to be in that area. Some may be drawn, some of you who may see this, if this is something, and this is for the serious people, get it? Serious. Sirian serious people. This is for you. If you are meant to be, and this is what this space is for. And I know, because I speak to different people, and it may not be the hype of the event. Maybe for you it's like, I'm not into the hype of that, and I get it. Neither was I just follow spirit. Sometimes we got to move ourselves out of the way. It's not about you. It's not about the ego you, little you, and what you want to do. It's about where spirit is taking you. There may be a reason why spirit wants you to go there. I follow spirit's instructions, which is why I'm going there. Or my guides, or my Sirian, my light councils, and those who are conspiring in my good favor, for me to be there and gather those who need to be there, right? So if it's for you, you may even buy a ticket or drive there just to this event, and I'm very serious. This is not a big event. Like I said, it's not for everybody. We're going to be meeting in a botanical gardens on 888 Lionsgate, an in-person activation transmission meditation. 888 Lionsgate in Atlanta, in the state of Georgia. I believe that's what it's called, a state of Georgia. There's a botanical gardens called the state of Georgia. Look it up. In Athens, right? And I'm being specific. I'm giving the coordinates out to you. So even if you don't get a hold of me and spirit is guiding you, you know where to go, and spirit will guide you right to where you are supposed to be. Your galactic ones, your celestial ones, your light councils that are guiding you, your ancient ones, your ancestors that are guiding you will take you exactly to where you are supposed to be. So even if you try to get me and you, because I'm going to be very busy between now and the next day or two, may not be able to check, but the link, I'm going to leave it in the description below, as I do. If it's not here, it's going to be in a video previous to this, to email me. But if you don't get me and this is for you, you've gotten the coordinates. It is state of Georgia, in Athens, Botanical Gardens. This is a Sirian Starseed link up. There's a reason why we're supposed to be here and exchange the light codes in that manner. A lot of us, what some don't understand, it goes this deep. We've chosen this to have this co-mission here, right? To be in this transmission and have this co-mission with us. And we've agreed upon this, that, hey, you know what, when you get there, when we get to this earthly plane and you do what you got to do, and because we have our soul's course charted out to lead us up to this point. But not all of us that came into agreement are ready and are going to be there. Some of us have fell off the wayside a long time ago, not even just now. Some of us just are not there, right? Or have not done the things that have aligned them to this point, have not done the things in their soul and transcended the things that they needed to get them to this point. This is why the halls of Amenti is very important, and a very pivotal moment for those light warriors, for those starseeds, those Sirians that have said, yes, we're going to do this and we're going to meet up at this time. It's meetup time. It's meetup time, y'all. So whether you come from a native Sirian like myself, I'm native Sirian, or you may be an Arcturian, a Lyran, like whatever your galactic blueprint is, your galactic fingerprint is, right? It doesn't have to necessarily be Sirian. Maybe you passed through Syria, you came through the pods and you passed through Syria. It's kind of like somebody could be from America, but they're not a Native American. Okay, let me not use that term, because when I say native, then I think indigenous. Let me say more like Jamaica. Somebody could be from Jamaica, but they're not native Jamaican, but they was raised there, they've come through there. It's kind of like that. In our galactic travels, we may have come through Syria, but you may be Arcturian or Lyrian. And I know this is real, this is that real galactic talk right now, but guess what? This is where I'm at. This is where we at. Right? We up here partying and here like, man, we made it. Because we made it thus far, especially if you made it through the halls of Amenti and you are allowing these mirrors to drop down. And as I was explaining to someone in the group, that there's so many levels and complexities to this, and understanding what we're doing and what is happening, right? But what is initiating this, as I've been saying, is the light codes through Leo, the light that is shining through Leo, and the way that it's hitting you in your natal chart. We got to be willing to pay attention to these angles of light. They don't tell a lie, right? And according to your birth chart, they're going to activate certain things in you according to what you need. So if that is for you, which is for all of us, it's hitting through Leo, right, for all of us. And in the time when I was saying to the group, if you look at it, we hit the Leo season, and on July 23rd, right after that, there's a 1, 2, 3 countdown or count up into the gateway. And this happens every year, y'all. Every year on the 23rd, it is going to be Leo season, right? Or if it's not the 23rd, because this is a leap year, it may change. But either way, it's 3 days before the Lion Gate, So it's 1, 2, 3. 3 is a creative completion. So it's like ready, set, ready, go. Got your creative completion. Here you go. Entering into the halls of Amenti, right? For all that time from the 26th to the 12th. And in there, you are to do extreme, intense work, intentionally, purposefully, to rid yourselves of the illusions that have you in a dogmatic entanglement and all type of misappropriations in your soul unfoldment in your mind, which is your soul. And so we're doing all the work we can. And this is for my Kemetic people as well, the Kemetic ancient ones, through which a lot of the Sirian has come through, which I have. I'm from the Kemetic ancient ones in my blood and my DNA. So this is very much also having to do with the Asar, Aset, and Heru. The month of Leo is also the Heru, according to the calendar. Those of you who have your 5D calendar, or when you get it, you'll see the month of Leo season is Heru. That is the fire that is fueling the hero. It is the return of the hero to avenge the father who was dealt away with the misappropriated ego of Set killing Asar, right? So Heru is coming to avenge and bring and restore Asar, the wise ego, to where it was. So Heru is doing that. And when I say Heru, I mean the Heru in you, right? This Kemetic story, this Asarian story has every bit to do with us and bringing us in a return. Why I actually say return to Kemet, because when you return to Kemet, we unlock the codes that we need to unlock to return to our Sirian remembrance of remembering who we are. When we do this work of walking through the halls of Amenti, we open up our light codes. We remove ourselves from the blocks, right? Because as I was saying to even in the group, we always have infinite access. We have access to our infinite existence at all times, but it's blocked according to us. And we not doing what we're supposed to unlock the codes. Everything is codes right now, y'all. We light coding all up in here. I'm talking to you now and I'm light coding. Everything is codes. We're light bodies. The language is light language. So we're coming together even in this strong, powerful activation, transmission, meditation, as I know that I am being guided, and the Sirians will be there throughout the process, guiding the process. Our galactic councils will be there guiding the process, and it's for us to get the codes. And yes, proximity matters. So if you can get there, this is a call for you to get there, right? If you don't care nothing about the other event, that's fine. Get your ticket, get at least to there, because proximity matters. There's a reason why, if you're being called in that heavy manner, to be there. If not, maybe for you it's just online. I have the 2 groups that we will be doing an online activation, transmission, meditation. Can I promise that it's going to be the same as it is in person? No. From the information I'm given and what I'm being guided, there is something about being there in the proximity, in the presence, in the collective energy. It's going to be like a vortex, right? That is bringing around, that is heightening, magnifying the energies in that moment. So there's something about the proximity and being in person that is catalyzing a certain group of people. So if you have been feeling these strong urges and you don't know it, and you're like, I know this is for me, then get there. Be there or be square, as they said. Be in the square. And when I say square, I'm talking about the Leo square, right? Because as these angles of light are coming in, they're activating all of those who have their Mars and Uranus in that aspect, the square as well as the trine. But most importantly, the square is what really creates what we need. It creates the tension that we need to bring us to where we need to be. And this is another thing I was explaining in the group. A lot of times when it's the trines keep us comfortable. They feel good. And when it feels good, we are systonic with some of our dysfunctions. It's because it feels good. So we need these squares. As much as people don't like squares, it's like, oh, we square. No, I'd be like, square me up. Because the most potent part of these aspects, from what I'm seeing, the most potent part of these aspects are those that are squared with Leo. Specifically, Taurus and Scorpio. Even more specifically, if your Uranus is in Scorpio, that seems to be the stronger, the potent angles of light that are coming through. Because Scorpio already knows death to rebirth, so they have a certain tolerance for what is happening. So being in that, if your Uranus is in Scorpio, you have that higher tolerance for this radical change, this Oya energy type revolutionary move. And there are many things. I know all this may sound kind of far out, but for those who know who it's for, you know, right? For those who may be on maybe a medium level, or it's not really there, very simply put, this is an opportunity for you to come off of your karmic loop. This is an opportunity. See words. The words come so fast now. It's like blah, 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 stumbling over yourself to get it out. It is for those who are feeling certain changes in their life, certain intuitive callings, right? This movement is moving you out of an old space, out of the old paradigm. This Halls of Amenti is preparing us. This is a preparation, and it's preparing us for what is to come, especially in the month of August as we move through with Mercury in retrograde. That is bringing us back to some things. Mercury is bringing back, like saying, hold up. And it's going to go all the way back and dial back into Leo, I believe, while the sun is still getting the light codes from Leo. And Mercury is going to be like, hold up, dialing it all the way back. How we're communicating, right? It's not bad. It's just how we're communicating. Where are we going? It affects travel. Where are we going? Where should we not go? Right? And being fired up with that Leo fire. So the light that is hitting through is just hitting through and hitting all of you. Ping, ping, ping. And I'm just hearing, as I see it, it's like knowing that it's coming through that fire to fire you up. That's the fuel that's firing what you need. Whether you're a full alignment or a partial alignment, is giving everything around you in your world to give you the tension that you need to extend yourself, to move out into the next level, to disengage from the old, to walk away from all of that, right? So as we're moving through that fire, it's like I'm hearing it through the fire. That's what I was hearing in the group. As soon as I said, man, it's the fire that's fueling everything, and the light's hitting through. So everything we're doing is taking us through the fire, through the limit, right? For a chance to be with you. That's for my galactic gatherers. For a chance to be with you, to be in accordance and sharing this divine light. Like, are you following the coordinates? Are you hearing the words that are coming out of my mouth? Like, follow the coordinates. There are divine coordinates that are laid out for you, and only he who feels it knows it. Don't let things in life hold you back. That's an illusion. Let the mirrors come up and reflect to you how much of an illusion it really is. It's an intrusion illusion that has come to bring you confusion, right? So this is for the gods. And I'm going to take the words of one of our members in the group and saying to God, this time is a time for the generator, the operator, and the destroyer. That's God, on God. Generator, operator, and destroyer, because some things got to be destroyed. We got to cut some things out. Cut it down, cut it out. Right? And as we were talking, this is just everything that you're going through as you're walking through the halls. It's just labor pains. But when you get through, it's going to be so beautiful when you give birth to that baby, because it's worth the birth. It's worth the trials. It's worth it. Some of you are at a bottom place where it's like you don't know, ain't nowhere to go but up. And that's because the energies are calling to you. Don't let it beat you down. Don't let those feelings bring you down. As we were on our sacral today, talking about this, today was a sacral chakra day. So I am in my orange, and we are listening to our feelings, paying attention. Allow yourself to feel and allow the energy to move through you. Allow the feelings and the energy in motion to move, not be still, not be stuck in inertia. The blocks of this chakra is guilt, and when we're guilty, we get stuck in our feelings out of guilt. Guilt paralyzes your feelings. and you hide from certain things out of guilt. Remove all of that. This is a part of the works. So you can remove those blocks and be free to step into your soul sovereignty. Walking through the halls, you're going to feel that birth of the new earth. But at first, you must die. At first, we must let go and let the death take its course. Let the transition take its course so we can have a transmission in this recourse. In the soul's recourse. As we have a soul's repentance, we have a soul's recourse. So don't let it take you anywhere off of what you are heading towards. All right? And so again, let me say the call. This is the call. And I'm going to say it again as I'm being instructed to. And as it pings and it resonates for you, you will know what to do. So this is to my star seeds. This is for my star seeds ones right here, right? Y'all, come on. If it was daytime, I'd be at the top of my lungs. But I'm being respectful of, you know, neighbors. So star seeds, this is the message to those. Star seeds all align, incline to our soul's divine. Mystical mind unwind the time to remind our cosmic design. We've walked through the Amenti Halls. As a sign, we answered the call. You know who you are within the star and the writings on the walls. I said that nice and slow so you could hear every word, every sound. So let the sound vibrations speak to who it needs to speak to. Let the frequency sound out and say what it needs to say to those star seeds that are supposed to meet at the Galactic Gathering. Like I said, it ain't for everybody. That's why I did it. Like some people might say, oh, you did it last minute. Yes, Spirit guides me when and where and how to do it. Oh, it's so far away. Yep, this is not for you. If it's too far out your way, it's not for you. You know, you got your own tribe. Stay with your tribe. The call that I'm giving is for those who are serious, who are aware. See, I keep saying serious, who are Sirians, who are aware of the halls of Amenti and have done their work, have walked through or is walking through, and are looking for the coordinates to match what they are coming through, where they are coming from, and where they are going to, right? With what they're going through, right? And those are the ones that I'm speaking to. This is not something where I'm having this thing because I just want people to come in. This is, I don't want everybody. I want the serious. I'm looking for my star seed brothers and sisters that we agreed, and y'all appointed me before we came into this earth. I was appointed to be the caller, the gatherer, to say, hey, get them together. You gonna be the one to find the coordinates and be like, boom, here we at, here we are, here we at, where we at, here we are. So I'm doing my part. Now you got to do yours. Now you got to hear the call. It's not enough just for me to put it out there. You got to hear my Sirian ones, those of us that are in commission. Let your light counselors guide you and give you all the clues, all the drop clues they got to drop in your third eye and be knocking you in your third eye for you to be like, oh, ooh, okay, I'm here. I got it. Whew, I almost missed that. Don't get caught and be missing and be slipping and be tripping, because soon we gonna be dipping. Ew. Right? And one more thing that I want to add to that, while this is such a galactic overturn right now, at some point, like this is a point where all of us are listening, tuning in to our higher self, over self, galactic self, and we're gaining all of this information through this to connect to our galactic selves, right? So yes, we have there's many levels, world within worlds. We're doing our soul work to help improve in our soul unfoldment here. And while you're doing your soul unfoldment here and remembering the time, as Michael Jackson said, another Michael Jackson song, Man in the Mirror, remember the time. These songs through the wire is not his, but even these songs are so relevant right now. Do you remember the time? Yeah, that's like a call that a lot of us missed when Michael Jackson was utilized at that time to throw those words out there. And a lot of us missed that calling. We was just, we ain't know. But now it's like, really, do you remember the time? the time, my time capsules, my time vessels, my time travelers, my timekeepers. Do you remember the time in time? Because it now is time, right? This is the time, and this is the time call. So we're all coming in and coming online to get that. And in maybe a few years or so, we're preparing for when more is to be seen. And I want to talk more about that probably in another video, but more galaxies, more. When I say galactic gathering, it's not even so much people think these spaceships from way out there. We're talking about your spaceship. Get what I'm saying? Your space and time ship. Your Merkaba is your spaceship. A lot of people don't know that. That's your spaceship. That's your chariot of fire and your chariot of light. Light spirit body, Merkaba. That is your light spirit body. So when I'm saying your spaceship, see, a lot of us think these aliens finna come in that type of spaceship, and that may very well be another level of existence. But what we're talking about is the spaceships, our space and time ships of our mind that are coming in to our soul's divine incline. It's coming in. And we're waking up and we're seeing that. We're seeing the higher self and we're seeing the overself. We're seeing our galactic, we're linking up with our galactic families that have made a decision to say, okay, we're going to come here and do this little la-di-da earth thing. You know, we're going to come here and we're going to also elevate an aspect, another dimensional aspect of ourself while we're here. It's not just about coming from there and saying, let me do these earthlings a favor. Don't get it twisted. We have our own soul's journey in it as well. We come here and we attain a soul, but it is also for the betterment of our higher self, over selves, of our galactic selves. So even the dimensional self expands into the galactic self, if that makes sense. All right, this is a whole new world. Don't you dare close your eyes. So what happened when you got children? It's a whole new world. And yes, don't close it, keep it open. Bust it wide open. Bust it wide open. Where my Sirians at? Lively up yourself, because I said so. You rock so, you rock so. We rocking right in. So those who have inclined, I can't wait to see those who did comment, who we gonna meet up in Georgia, and we gonna meet at that botanical, and it's gonna be, I know it's going to be an activation transmission that is taking us to the next level. You will never be the same. If you're going through the halls of Amenti right now during this 888 Lionsgate, you will never be the same. This is a potent time that we're collecting this light code information and utilizing this Neptunian travels that we're able to take advantage of, that's going to help us unlock something. It's that Neptune energy that's helping us to, it's like it has a key and it's helping us unlock something, right? So that's who, for those who it's for. Again, like I said, it's not for everybody. And if you attempt to get me, if you reach out to me and don't get me and you know it's for you, hop on that plane, hop in your car, wherever it is, wherever you are, from near or far, coming on in. This is where it all begins. The next level of the soul self on an elevated capacity, on an expansion, in the expansion mansions of our soul. And if you don't know, now you know, right? And I'm going to leave that right there as I see 33 on the dial. Those are my numbers. 33, creative completion. I usually see them with a 1-1, 1133. So with that, love you all. Each one, reach one, teach one. If you don't know where to start, let me make sure. Hold up, pause. Let me make sure before I just run out of here. Again, congratulations on to us on the 1,000. We're going to get to do that live soon as I could, get through this assignment that I'm on. That's going to be the next thing. We're going to do that live. And thank you for all of those who have made it happen so we can now have the live. If you didn't do so already, please remember to like, subscribe, share, comment if you dare, so we can still have I know I said it was like, I don't need any more, but I had to remember, Spirit was like, listen, we still got some out there that are looking for the coordinates. So for those of my soul tribers that are still out there in remote places, we got to get them to be able to find us on the light grid. So keep the algorithms going so that they can find the bright light of the lighthouse, right? Also, remember the 5D calendars. Get them at a 5D corner near you in the description below. That's where you'll find me. If you're looking for me, I'll be on the block. On the what block? The 5D block. Right? So those are the reminders. Now I can greet you all out knowing that you're all positive vibrations in my heart. My star seeds, let's get ready for this galactic gathering. Up, up. Up and out, beam me up, Scotty, all of that. Each one, reach one, teach one. If you don't know where to start in your big, beautiful heart. Shine your light from the inside out and be the candle that lights the next one and the next one and the next one. Peace, love, and light, my God bodies. Let's unite.